she said, looping an arm through his as they walked. And don't worry. The first office trip is usually the scariest part. After that, the halls start to make sense, mostly. As they passed under the towering gates, Eli's eyes scanned every shadow and shimmer, measuring and cataloging everything silently. Inside, his mind raced, but outside he was composed, stoic as stone, just as the way he wanted the world to see him. In the office was small, bustling room tucked between twisting corridors, walls lined with floating lanterns that hovered and hummed like curious insects. A tall, sharp-eyed administrator gave them directions with a clipboard, sending Eli mentally replaying the route multiple times while Emily leaned against the wall, grinning. "See, easy," she said, nudging him. Eli's stoic mask didn't falter, but a faint twitch at the corner of his eye betrayed the relief he felt. By the time they reached their classrooms, the hallways were filled with the hum of students practicing minor spells or chasing each other with glowing illusions. Ameline's gaze drifted towards Camille, who walked a few paces ahead, green eyes scanning the room like she can read its every hidden secret. Something about the quiet confidence in her movements made Ameline's chest tighten, a flutter she hadn't expected. She's interesting," Ameline muttered, almost to herself, and Eli's mismatched eyes flicked towards her. "You mean," Eli prompted, tone even but slightly teasing. "She's fascinating. Don't look at me like that," Ameline said, pushing her hands into her pockets. Nothing. Forget it." She stole another glance at Camille, who seemed utterly aware of the attention. Classroom benches were arranged in uneven circles, glowing runes etched into the wood. Students muttered spells under their breaths as they took seats. Camille quietly slid into a desk near the window, her green eyes lingering on the dust motes suspended in sunlight. Eli and Ameline took seats nearby, Ameline still stealing glances and fidgeting for fingers. "Welcome to Fundamentals of Arcane Control," said Professor Linthar, a tall, narrow man with robes that shifted color like liquid smoke. His eyes scanned the room and briefly rested on the newcomers. "First years, make sure your wands, staff, or personal conduits are at hand today. We will begin with focus exercises, learning to let magic respond to your intuition, and not the other way around." Eli's hands rested on his desk, fingers lightly brushing the carved ruins. As his mind cataloged every detail, Ameline leaned slightly towards Camille, whispering under her breath, "She's amazing." Camille's gaze remained fixed on the sunlight spilling across her desk, entirely unaware. Professor Lenthar's voice echoed in the room. "One at a time. Focus. Let the magic flow from within, not from fear or expectation." The first student, a burly griffin hybrid, stepped forward and ignited a small flame in his hands. Sparks danced harmlessly across the air, drawing murmurs of approval. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye!